Well, hello and welcome to VOP News Update. I'm Moses Humphrey. We begin the news with the national broadcast of President Bola Tinubu last night, the first of such broadcasts since he became the president on May 29. The president spelled out a list of policy interventions aimed at alleviating the impact of fuel subsidy removal on the economy. The president assured Nigerians that the federal government will work closely with the labor unions to determine the new minimum wage. The president also stated that the federal government would make budgetary allocation for the implementation of the new minimum wage as soon as an agreement was reached by the parties involved. But the president's speech wasn't enough to dissuade organized labor from shelving their plans for a nationwide strike starting tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, MWUN, has directed all ports workers across the country to fully participate in the planned nationwide mass protest by organized labor. In a statement by the Deputy Secretary of MWUN, Erazua Oniha, on behalf of the Secretary General, Felix Akingboye, stated, among others, that they received notice on the decision of the meeting of the Central Working Committee of the Nigeria Labour Congress, which held on Thursday, July 27, 2023. The outcome of the meeting directed all NLC affiliates to mobilize and sensitize their members, preparing for a nationwide peaceful mass protest and rally scheduled to kick off on Wednesday, August the 2nd, 2023. The governor of Lagos State has announced a 50% reduction in transport fares on all bus rapid transport, that's BRT, beginning from tomorrow. Babajide Sanwo-Olu also stated that the commercial yellow buses, known as Danfo buses, will follow suit with a reduction of 25% in fare on all routes. Sanwo-Olu mentioned this while addressing journalists at the State House in Ikeja at the end of a security meeting with security agencies. He also disclosed that the number of Lagos State staff buses will be increased, adding that new buses have been purchased for distribution soon. The governor also said the state will commence the distribution of food packs such as rice, beans, and cassava flour, known as gari, to the vulnerable people in the state. According to him, the distribution will be done through community development associations, CDAs, churches, mosques, and local governments. Sanwo-Olu further disclosed that these measures are to cushion the effects of the removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government, as well as the harsh economic situation in the country. The president of Nigeria has appointed Chief Ajuri Ngalali as the special advisor to the president on media and publicity. Now, this decision was revealed in a statement signed by Willie Bassi, Director Information for Secretary to the Government of the Federation, yesterday. The appointment takes effect from yesterday and will terminate at the end of President's administration, unless the President decides otherwise. The President urges him to bring his wealth of experience to bear on the new assignment. President Bola Tinubu will depart Abuja to attend the 63rd independence anniversary of the Republic of Benin today. I beg your pardon, the Republic of Benin. The President's special advisor on special duties, communication and strategy, Dele Alake, made the announcement in a statement yesterday. According to the statement, Tinubu will attend Benin's anniversary as the special guest of honor. A popular American actor, Angus Cloud, died yesterday. Well, he died in a suspected case of drug overdose. Cloud's mother made a 911 call to report a possible overdose. She also noted that Angus did not have a pulse. After the arrival of the Auckland Police Department and Fire Department, the actor was pronounced dead on the scene. Well, Cloud's family revealed in a statement to TMZ that the actor died in his family home at Oakland, California, after battling grief of losing his father. Angus's father was buried last week in Ireland, and sources close to the family say the actor had battled with suicidal thoughts since then. I guess he was pretty close to his father, unfortunately. In business, investors' capital gain in the Nigeria's stock market rose by 5.5% month-on-month, or 1.8 trillion naira last month, as the value of the investment represented by market capitalization on Nigerian Stock Exchange Limited increased to 35 trillion naira from 33.2 trillion naira in June 2023. But the 5.5% gain represents a slower growth in investors' returns compared to the 9.3% gain recorded in the preceding month of June. The July gain was driven by the positive earnings from some companies as well as the reforms in the monetary policy, which unified the naira exchange rate, attracting foreign investors into the market. In foreign news, no fewer than 11 persons have died, with another 27 missing after deadly rains descended on China's capital, Beijing. The downpour have also triggered landslides and floods that swept away cars and destroyed roads. Remnants of Typhoon Doksuri have continued to unleash the heaviest deluge in a decade over parts of northern China, while 2 days of steady rains have overwhelmed riverbeds around the western outskirts of the Chinese capital, turning the once calm waterways into a ferocious torrent that have swept into people's homes and torn down streets. The sprawling megacity, home to nearly 22 million people, saw an entire month's worth of rainfall over 48 hours. The storm is the deadliest to hit Beijing since 2012, when floods killed 77 people. Well, that's the news update on VOP TV. We'd like you to subscribe and engage us on YouTube. It's Voice of the People TV. And on other social media channels, we are at VOP TV Live. I'm Moses Humphrey.